Have Mason Cole for you up next. Please raise your hand if you have a question, and we'll get to as many as we can today. And we're going to start with Joe Rutter, Trib.
Yeah, hi Mason. What did the Steelers tell you about what kind of role you would have in this offense?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing was the opportunity here with the offensive line, and the big thing with me is I've never really cared where I play. It's always about whatever I can do to help this team win and bring a Lombardi Trophy here to the city of Pittsburgh. So whatever that role is, I'm here for it, and whatever the team needs me to do.
Sports Illustrated.
Hey Mason, where do you feel most comfortable on the line? Center, guard? I know you've played both.
Yeah, I mean, if I had the choice, I'd pick center, but like I said, I'm confident at all three interior positions. So, like I said, whatever the team needs me to do, that's what I'm here to do. I got a job to do, and whatever the team needs me to do, I'm there to perform the best of my ability at any of those three. So.
Okay, Mason, I watched the Minnesota-Pittsburgh game last year, and those were the biggest holes in the Steelers' run defense I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, any level. How much did you have to do with that?
Yeah, I think as the offensive line, it's always how much did the five have to do, right? It's not just one guy. So obviously in Minnesota, we had a good game as an offensive line, and it's good, right? I mean, we played really well and had a good game, but the goal is to do that here against our divisional opponents and get into the AFC Championship and whatnot, and win a bunch of games and win a Lombardi Trophy. So that's the goal is to feed Najee the rock and let him do his thing.
Football history, weren't they?
May have been close.
To answer your question, yes.
Mason, I know you would know Zach, but do you have any other relationships with guys that on the Steelers offense?
Yeah, I mean, I know Zach really well, and Wormley and Devin Bush too. Offensively, though, no, not really. I mean, as small as this football world can seem sometimes, it also can feel very big too. So, but that doesn't really mean much. I'm excited to get to know these guys and be a part of this locker room, be a part of this culture, and learn from these guys too.
Another one for Jeff Hawthorne.
And with each other growing.
Mason, what do you know about Mitch? Obviously, you went against him, not directly, but what are your thoughts on playing in front of Mitch?
I'm not a quarterback guru by any means, so I don't really have any idea about the quarterback technicalities, but I know, and from what I've heard, is he's a great guy, and I've heard really unbelievable things about him, and I'm excited to have him in the locker room and have him part of this offense one way or another, and help win football games.
Yeah, Mason, the Steelers like to go to Michigan to get some players. Were they on you in the pre-draft process? What do you remember about when you were coming out and the interest they had in you?
Yeah, honestly, the pre-draft process feels like such a long time ago. I feel like I've weathered an age since then, and I don't really remember a whole lot about them. But I remember having some conversation. I don't remember how it went, but obviously we got 4 Michigan guys on the roster now, which is huge.
Mason, are there intangibles in joining the Steelers that you're excited to see, and what do you know about their history, tradition?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is I don't know maybe the fine details about the history, but just being a football fan from a young age and watching this organization win Super Bowls and the culture and the history of this city and organization, I can't wait to embrace the city. I can't wait to embrace this team and this organization, these fans, and just be a part of this championship team.
Yeah, Mason, a very young line here in Pittsburgh, even with the addition of you and James. Do you feel that's an opportunity to be somewhat of a vocal leader? I mean, they haven't had one in a couple of years now.
Yeah, I think as you get up in years in the NFL, not that I'm old by any means, but going into year 5, I think it comes to a point where you have to start being that guy in the room one way or another. So like I said, if that's what the room needs, if that's what this team needs, that's what I'm here for, and to give a little veteran presence. I've been that young guy in the room before, and I've had older veteran leaders mentor me and kind of show me the ways. So if I can do that to any of these young guys on this team, I think it's it'd be a great honor.
Yeah, when the Steelers were recruiting, you were pursuing you. Did they talk to you at all about blocking schemes and anything where you might fit and what they're trying to look to accomplish this year?
No, not really. I've played in multiple different offenses now and kind of done it all schematically in the last 4 years. So, for me personally, it didn't matter to me because I know that I can play in any offense in this league. And honestly, at this point, it's what these skill players are most comfortable at, right? It's what Najee's most comfortable at, what these quarterbacks and receivers are most comfortable at, and what wins football games too. So as the year goes on, as we get to know this team a little bit, we'll find out more and more schematically about who we are.
All right, those are all the questions we have. So thank you, Mason, and we will be back.
Thanks, guys.